All right, welcome back. We continue right here with the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown. Pirates won today, still remain 12.5 out, closer to last than third, and pretty much season over, even though I don't think that team is ready to admit that, but there's too much to overcome, which leads us into another discussion that came up today, and that's the All-Star selection process. Every team has to be represented. So I have a two-part question. Andrew, we'll start with you on this. So number one, do you agree with that? Because I don't. I don't think every team should be, with the exception of maybe the host team. That's it. I go no more than that. If you don't deserve it, you don't deserve it. But the second part is, does Felipe Vasquez deserve it?
No, this isn't participation trophy day. It's an afternoon that, even though the game means nothing, you acknowledge the seasons of baseball's best performers over the first half, and there's no reasonable argument for Vasquez to be there. His 4 blown saves are tied for the most by any National League closer. He's part of the problem here. This team does not have a deserving All-Star. Corey Dickerson hit 0 home runs and had 1 RBI in the month of June, and Cervelli's missed too much time. And guys who should have been All-Stars at the start of the year, like Marte and Tyone and Bell, have underachieved. So, no, there shouldn't be a Pirate in Washington, D.C. A couple of weeks from now.
See, I would agree with that back when the game counted, back when it was a bigger deal, because you want a left-handed guy in Vasquez, and that would make sense. But for every market, I think they should have a player, somebody their fan base can watch, can hope to get in the game and maybe do something. It's an all-star game. It's an exhibition game.
So you think Pirates fans wanted to watch Ed Sprague 15 years ago, Jeff?
No, but you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, but this is one of those Ed Spragues, isn't it?
No, Vasquez is better than Ed Sprague. In fact, the last couple of weeks he's been very good.
He's Mike Williams.
No, he's better than Mike Williams.
He's having a Mike Williams.
The numbers, but he's better than Mike Williams.
But he's having a Mike Williams year.
He's got. I mean, look, I agree that there really isn't a deserving All-Star on this team, Andrew. But Vasquez, for the past month, I think since the beginning of June or whatever it is, his ERA is down under 2, and he has pitched well again. That doesn't absolve him of those 4 blown saves. I'm just as upset over those as anybody else. But I will say it's an All-Star game. If it doesn't count for home field advantage in the World Series, which was the dumbest thing in the history of the world to begin with, then what's it matter? Go ahead, get a guy from each team. It's an all-star game. How many of us?
But it goes against the whole name there, Chris. All-star. You're not an all-star. You're a participation star.
You take the one guy from each team that's closest to it. I mean,
he's not closest to it.
Do we take this game seriously in the first place? There's like 75 guys on each team.
No, the game is not taken seriously, but what it says about a player and his legacy and his resume, for whatever reason, is taken seriously.
But how many? It's like the NHL All-Star Game where we're going to have guys begging off because they're dinged up and they don't want to be a part of it. And then some other guy's going to. You end up naming 40, 45 guys to
Chris,
each team.
I don't care about the game like you. It's more the label of being an All-Star and what that says about a player. It's supposed to be an honor.
But my point is, you're going to end up having guys named to this team now as replacements, injury replacements, because guys beg off of the game because it's not that important to them. And so, does the little All-Star banner at the top of their baseball reference page really matter that much anymore? I would contend it doesn't really.
I would guess it matter with bonuses, but you could come up with an All-American team or something if it matters that much to guys and play the game with. Again, I like that every market in Major League Baseball will at least have somebody there, and I realize there are other guys more deserving, but I like the way they have it right now.
All right, we're going to take a break here, but before we do, it's time to go round the horn with this week's edition of Armina Stone Smooth Moves, brought to you by Armina Stone, Pittsburgh's largest supplier of the smoothest granite, marble, and quartz countertops. It's Armina Stone. All right, so smooth move. Andrew, you're first.
Mine goes out to a work colleague and real friend, Jim Colony, who had a boating accident this weekend. He was down at Seven Springs. The raft went underwater, and he was down underwater for almost 60 seconds, came back up, damaged leg, and he's going to battle through and try to work on Monday. So, Jim, here are my thoughts.
Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you know that, Jeff?
I did not know that.
None of us knew that. This is breaking news.
Well,
breaking
now call
news.
in
Wow.
tomorrow and wish Jim well and give him credit for battling through.
Wow,
he's a warrior.
Very sentimental. Mine was going to be more sports related. I love the fact that Kevin Na won the PGA event, but Sam Saunders, Arnie's grandson, in the tournament probably closest to Latrobe, finished 5th. A good outing for him. Smooth move for Sam Saunders.
I'm going to give it to Clint Hurdle for actually not pulling his starter when he was trying to battle through a tough inning today, and it worked out as Nick Kingham, with 2 guys on and nobody out, managed to get through the middle of the Phillies' order and actually get himself out of a jam that he got himself into. Smooth move, Clint.
It is. And those are the smooth moves of the week, brought to you by Armina Stone. It's Pittsburgh's largest supplier of marble, quartz, You name it, they got it. Make countertops special, imported from all over the world to give you the smoothest countertops in your neighborhood. Score a touchdown with new graphite countertops at Armina Stone.